What is up, Tube users? I am the Stereotypical Gamer, and welcome back to another episode of Z2A. Today, we are diving into probably the most critically acclaimed game so far in the series, and that is The Witcher 3. Now, I'm going to be honest, this isn't a game I've played a whole lot. I've played more than what I've done here. I only did about an hour of the first part of this game. But I have played through it a little bit, and it is pretty fun. I just haven't gotten around to it. I love the story of The Witcher. I've watched the Witcher show on Netflix, and it's fantastic. I love the whole universe of The Witcher and how everything works and stuff like that. I just haven't gotten around to this game, and I really enjoyed my time playing it here today, but it did get a little bit tough for me to play this game. There was just some complications with the recording. It ran pretty well for the most part. I had some technical difficulties, but it's nothing that I couldn't probably figure out with some more time. But I definitely will want to play through this game at some point. I have just a plethora of games to play, and this is not one that's really high on my priority list right now. But yeah, everything about this game and what I've played through is just phenomenal. It really does have that AAA feel, and it is a AAA game. CD Projekt Red is just absolutely phenomenal at making just a great game. And for a game that came out, let's see, it was 8 years ago in 2015, the graphics are just still phenomenal. This cutscene, it is kind of funky that it's in this super small resolution. All the cutscenes had the black bars on the side, but this first cutscene, while phenomenal and it looks amazing, it looks super realistic, especially for the time that it came out. I don't understand why it doesn't resolute to my native resolution, and it's in this small box. At least during the gameplay, my native resolution was working, but there's a lot of cutscenes in The Witcher, and I would say probably like 60% of this first part of this playthrough is just all about setting up characters and stories and stuff. So you have a lot of different interactions with people, and you're basically cut off from 2/3 of the screen for the most part, which is it's kind of lame. But I've realized that this is a thing that happens in a lot of games that I play, that cutscenes aren't native to the resolution, but at least the gameplay was, and for the most part, that's what matters. But actually, now that I'm looking at it, the recording didn't unfortunately go to the native resolution, so there is the black bars on the side, unfortunately. When I was playing it worked, and I could have swore when I was streaming it was working as well, but I guess that's my bad, and so I'll take the blame for this. But the game ran super smooth. It had no problems, and especially for how just gorgeous the game looks, it was really just a trip to see how little really that games have evolved. I haven't really played anything that stands out graphics wise. Maybe Baldur's Gate is probably the newest game for like high intensity graphics, AAA quality graphics games that I've played. But this looks like it could have came out this year. Everything about it it hasn't aged at all, and I really think these graphics and the gameplay and the entire story of The Witcher 3 specifically will just hold up for years and years to come. It's such a good game, such a great story, and just phenomenal looking, and I really don't think that there's anything else to say about it. It is just a phenomenal game. If you haven't played it, it's definitely a great game. I would say though that I did play on mouse and keyboard, and when I first played, I played on the Xbox. I think it was Xbox One. I don't think this came out 360 era, but yeah. played it on Xbox One, and I do think playing on controller is better. Just I think most third person games just in general feel better on a controller rather than mouse and keyboard. So I did use mouse and keyboard here, and it was kind of clunky. I didn't really like the feel of things. I think I should have used a controller, but live and let learn. I will say the biggest downside to this game, and it probably was something that I did on my end that I just didn't realize, but I ended up playing in hardcore, so spoiler alert, I do end up dying at the end of this episode, and I could have swore I saved at some point, but I guess I didn't, and I returned to the main menu after I died and had no load points or anything, so if I was to play again, I would have to start all over, which is, I'm not that far in, right? I'm like, maybe I got played like an hour total, and that was going through the tutorial and just kind of fixing stuff, so it was maybe like 10-15 minutes to get back to where I was. So it's not that big of a deal, but it is kind of frustrating just because I thought I had a save point saved or something, but it clearly didn't work, or I mean, I will take the blame for it, but it's still frustrating to see things like that happen and just not know why it happened, Yeah, so this was all taken from my stream, so I'll let the rest of this video play out from my live stream, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to leave a like if you do, comment, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more of these live streams, I typically do at least 1 to 2 live streams per week. One of them usually being ZDA and one of them being part of the Gaming Challenge Chronicles. So if you are interested in those at all, go follow my Twitch. So the link is down in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, you want to pick a fight?
Fuck off. Don't want your kind here.
Someone else to help. The 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, you want some? Oh. You wanna go? You want some now? Oh. I wanted to dive in. Alright, there we go. Oh, are you Yennefer?
Hand me the beggar tickets.
Kind of look like her.
One versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar takes poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First I'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise, you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Do I need my horse? No, I don't think so.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind.
Yeah, fine.
Sure.
No. Dog.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. Too late.
Where are you running off
Attacked
to?
another one.
This guy's not having loot. Okay. Honestly, I don't really care about the loot. What are you doing? Stop running.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before. Well, a long time ago.
Sorry. Hope you weren't close.
No, not at all.
So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians? Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
Is my health going up? Or it is going up? Okay. Just making sure. Kind of looked like it was going down for a second.
Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
Run, Roach. Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witches? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up? Learn some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves. only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
The word.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
It's about to dive! Damn! It's fast!
If you fight.
Don't let it get away!
Is it just gonna get away? Tell if they, I mean, it looks like there's drop. It's kind of hard to judge the crossbow shots. Did I miss? Are these missing? Oh, no, 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 no. Not the sword.
Damn it.
Ooh. Shit.